What is up, my noobs? It's Hordfly here bringing out a new video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to beat Sublety rogues in duels in 1v1 situations. Now, before I get into the guide, I just want to say this is for Sublety rogues. Now, assassination and combat, I don't think it would work as much. Now, I've done this on, I dueled a lot of assassination rogues and combat rogues, and it did work most of the time. But if you're playing against like one of them amazing assassination rogues that are like 2000 or 2200 in trees and whatnot, it may not work because assassination rogues are too overpowered at the moment. It's insanely hard to beat them with this guide. I'll probably try and figure out a way to beat them, but for now, this is just how to beat Sublety rogues. So I'm gonna stop letting you just look at my character with his glowing weapon, and I'm gonna get into the guide. So the talents which you're going to need in against Sublety rogues would be, but first of all, you'll need Juggernaut or Double Time. Now, don't go Warbringer because Stun and Warbringer will share with Shockwave, and yeah, so you want to go Double Time or Juggernaut. Next, Second Wind, obviously, and Staggering Shout or Piercing Howl. I haven't gone Piercing Howl. All I know is Staggering Shout's good for an opener, and Shockwave definitely, Safeguard definitely. So that way, you'll get a chance to put your banner down, safeguard it, and get away from the rogue and get in for a charge. Now, Bloodbath, yeah, trust me, Bloodbath is the way to go now. Avatar, no, don't go Avatar because that way he can just blind you or get out, vanish or whatnot, and Bloodbath will help you with the opener as well as your one-shot macro. So go Bloodbath, trust me on that one. Now, for glyphs, Glyph of Mortal Strike. These are just my opinions on the glyphs, by the way, guys. I'm not sure. I think these ones worked for me. Glyph of Mortal Strike, Glyph of Hindering Strikes, unless of course you use Hamstring, then Glyph of Hamstring. But because I use Heroic Strike every now and then, I'll go Glyph of Hindering Strikes, and then Bull Rush. Now, Die by the Sword, Glyph. You can use that, but he'll just blind you. So yeah, these are the talents. So how every single duel is going to start off with a rogue is they're going to go in stealth and sap you or instantly cheap shot. You want to be in defensive stance with your one-hander and shield equipped, and instantly, as soon as you get control, you want to fear them. Now be spamming that fear button since the start, okay? Then you want to charge them, use your Bloodbath, use Mortal Strike, Heroic Strike, then instantly Shockwave. Then Thunderclap him and apply your dots, and then when he's out of that Shockwave, Die by the Sword. Now, normally they would blind you or vanish you instantly, but what you want to do is you want to Staggering Shout him in that spot, so they will be forced to use their vanish or blind. And that way, you're in the lead at the moment. Their health is gone. So after they vanish, they're instantly going to open on you with a cheap shot and probably a kidney shot straight after. And yeah, and that way you're going to be taking high damage. You do not trinket this unless you are taking insane damage. As soon as you get out of that, you pop your defense cooldowns if you're low, which I am here as you can see, charge back and disarm him. He will have to blind you, otherwise he's just going to go low, and if he doesn't, you can just open with a Thunderclap and apply your dots and he will not be able to go back and stealth. Okay, now, if they sap you, you can Berserker Rage and Thunderclap and get him out. Then you Heroic Leap away, charge back, pop your one shot, and you've practically won because they got nothing for it. But if they cheap shot you, you trinket that and do the same. You Heroic Leap out and you charge them, pop your one shot, Shockwave, and yeah, you've won the duel if everything goes like that. But however, sometimes the duel does not go that way. But if the duel goes this way, you will win. So that's good news there. Now, a great mistake that most warriors like myself make against the rogue is trinketing before a blind. Now, the only time you should trinket before a blind is if he's used all his cooldowns and you're taking insane amount of damage and you're below like 10% health. It's the only time you should trinket, but it's a huge mistake that warriors make. So yeah, try not to trinket before a blind. As you can see there, I'm blinded, I've got nothing for it, and he's going to open on me, and I actually lost this stun. I'm not going to show it, but he kills me. Like, I lose badly in this one, so yeah. Another huge mistake that a lot of warriors like myself make against the Sublety rogue is when they open with a cheap shot, and if they get that kidney shot on you and you're taking a huge amount of damage, most likely if they have the time they will silence you and then you won't be able to fear. Now what most warriors do, like myself, is they use Die by the Sword and then fear. Now honestly, what you should just do is disarm him. Then when your fear is up, you should fear him. Now, that's a consequence that could lose you the game. So yeah, make sure not to use die by the sword before you use your fear. Another mistake, this is a very silly mistake that warriors make, but I don't make this mistake, but sometimes it can happen. Now, when you switch to your two-hander at the start to charge him back and like apply your dots and bloodbath and shockwave, as soon as he vanishes, you want to switch back to your defensive stance, your one-hander and a shield, because if you don't, that's 10% more damage taken, and it's a silly mistake that a lot of warriors make against rogues. So as soon as you're not in combat, as soon as he's vanished, you must switch back to your shield and one-hander and defensive stance. Now then, once you're about to use your one-shot macro and your two-hander, you wanna sorry for cursing, but you wanna go back into battle stance. Now there you can see I've shown you everything that I can possibly show to you guys how to beat Sublety rogues. Now, just once again, it may not work the same way with assassination and combat, but definitely for Sublety rogues it should work almost every time. Now, this guy is a 2500 rogue in 3v3s, and yeah, so you won't find rogues as good as this guy, but so he's 2500, so most likely will work. And also, what I'm going to do after this, after I show you the duels that me and him have, I'm going to go to the streets of Juratar. There's a nice night off. Friendly little fella. Anyway, I'm going to go to Juratar and pick out random rogues just as soon as I see them, duel them, and see if the same strategy works. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the duels, guys, and I'll see you. I've shown you 4 duels between me and Crit Maker just there. So he was 2500 in 3v3s, and the guide that I just did with him should help me a lot. Now this is a 1v2 arena against 2 Sublety rogues, and now just after dueling Crit Maker it should feel so easy facing me. So remember, this is 1v2 and the guide using the exact same way I did the guide with Crit Maker. So hope you enjoy. See you guys. Crit Maker, a 2500 rogue in 3v3, and a bunch of random rogues that I have found over my server and cross server, etc. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. And comment on whatever you want me to do next, and yeah, see you in my next video, guys. Bye.